Great to see you. Thank you so much for coming out. So supporting learning is what we're going to talk about. And this is based largely on a book I've written called Taking the Hell Out of Homework. And it's come because I have 3 children, and my youngest child has always had learning issues, and she's been educated in units all the way through school, mainly for speech and language, but there's a touch of dyslexia and a touch of this and a touch of that. And what I realized was that when I was working with my youngest, I was using the tricks of my trade, the tricks of the teaching trade, to help her with homework tasks. And that's really where this came from. And then the ideas I'll share with you are the ideas that I have done with my daughter. So I come to you as a teacher, but also as a dad. I have sat on the other side of the table, where the teacher and the psychologist and the local authority people have been on one side and me on the other, and sometimes in tears of rage and frustration, because I love my kids, so I've been there. Well, hi, my name is Neil Mackay. I'm a freelance trainer and consultant working in and around dyslexia. If you've heard the phrase dyslexia-friendly schools, it's one that I came up with a long time ago, when we realised that when you get things right for dyslexic students, you actually get them right for most people in the class. And today I've been taking those ideas into a workshop with parents. We've taken the idea of how to help your child at home with typical homework tasks in dyslexia-friendly techniques. So we've looked at working memory, we've looked at how children process information, and we've applied those to typical homework tasks like how to learn spellings, how to process text to learn for tests, and how to organise ideas and get the ideas down on paper. So I've had a group of parents today working as their children, responding to ideas, asking many very searching and perceptive questions, and at the end of it, I hope they've gone away feeling confident that they can support their children with homework tasks in ways that are less stressful and more successful. What I'm going to start with is something which is a bit unusual. I'm going to ask you to go with me. So here we have some colours across the top. They're not so clear. Well, let's imagine that they were sort of, I don't know, we perhaps we'll call that one purple. I guess that's a brown. What I'd like you to do when I say go, please, is read them out loud as fast as you possibly can. And just go with me on it, and I'll explain the reasons for it in a minute. So when I say go, out loud, as fast as you can, we call that one blue, read me the colours. Ready, steady, go! Blue. And what you notice is how fluent you were and how automatic you were. You didn't need to think. And what that means is that in your brain is a grooved in pathway for associating colours with words. Why? Because you've done it thousands of times, so you're really good at it. And if I asked you to read the words, I'm sure you'll be equally effective. So let's do it again, please. Starting with red, as fast as you can. Ready, go! Okay, once again, so fluent. No thought. Fantastic. Okay, so let's have a race. Let's have a race around the table. Okay, first one to finish the next task. And when you finish it, you can go yes, you can do a high five, you can look proud, you can do whatever you want. Okay, so there we go. But what we're going to do this time, we're not going to read the words. We're going to read the colours that the words are written in. Right? It's the colours, not the words. So this one isn't red, it's blue. And that's not blue, it's and that's not white, it's got the idea? Okay. So it's first one to finish around the time. No, I've taken it off. This is to stop people practicing while I'm talking. But I'm a teacher, I know what that is. If I left this up, nobody would be listening to me. You'd all be practicing it as you go. Come on now. So when I put it up again, first one to finish, the colours that the words are written in. You ready? Out loud, steady, go! Oh, it's terrible. Absolutely awful. Right, I'll give you a chance to practice. Right, so this was Blue, black,
brown, green.
Right, blue, black, brown, green. Drop that. Blue, black, brown, green. Ready? Blue, black, brown, green. Fast as you can. Blue, black, brown, green. Ready, steady, go! Blue, black, brown, green. You've given up, haven't you? The reason that was so difficult was, of course, you've never done it before. Obviously, well, why should you? But here's the point, I guess. If this was an important skill, and I wanted you to learn how to do it, we have to repeat that skill 20, 30, 40 times over and over again in slightly different ways in order for you to get there. And each time we do it, excuse me, we gradually grow the neural pathways so it becomes automatic. When we try to get our children to either learn a new skill or change an old skill, they are as uncomfortable as you were doing that.
I found the course very useful. I actually did enjoy it because we were struggling with doing our son's homework and actually getting him to understand the homework. But after doing this course, it's actually given me skills and knowledge of what I can use to actually help him with his homework. So I will be using a lot of the skills, especially using the mind maps, and I'm working with them about to help them do their homework, and also when he talked about partnering reading, so I'll be using that as well. Like I said, I've found the whole thing very informative, and I think it would actually help me and help our children with their homework.
Now, I'm left-handed, and all the best people are left-handed, aren't we? Yes, it's a well-known fact. We are best. But if you're left-handed, as I am, I used to write with a hook. Did you used to write with a hook? No? Yeah. So I used to write with a hook. And my mum and my dad and my parents, the teachers tried to unhook me, and it felt so wrong writing that way. Eventually, I got there. You have a child who uses an unhelpful pen grip. Trying to change a pen grip is just like that. So it's a note of caution for us as parents. When we try and change things, it takes time. It takes a lot of practice. More practice than you would ever dream of for your child to become automatic. And it's especially hard if they've already got a bad habit. So if, for example, your child is spelling any like that, which is quite common, friend like that, they like that. If your child is doing that, if they've done it more than once or twice, it's grooved in. It is their brain. And to unlearn that takes ever such a long time. So we as parents have to appreciate that they may appear not to be trying. They are, but they're having it's as difficult as it was for you to do that.
Hello, I'm Audrey Bateman, and I'm a specialist literacy teacher for the Wandsworth Literacy and Numeracy Support Service. I've just spent the morning listening to Neil Mackay doing a parent presentation called Taking the Hell Out of Homework, where parents have been really well engaged and got lots of information and strategies, practical strategies for helping their children with homework. It's been fantastic. Neil's had lots of really positive feedback.
This particular course is based on a book I've written called Taking the Hell Out of Homework, which comes from my own work as a dad. My youngest daughter has significant learning issues around speech and language, and I realised when I was working with her that I was using the tricks of the trade as a teacher to help her with her homework tasks. So the book, Taking the Hell Out of Homework, really was built around the strategies that have formed this workshop. I'm working with teachers this afternoon, and the work I'll be doing with teachers are based around two other books. We have Total Teaching and Removing Dyslexia as a Barrier to Achievement. Both of these books are looking at how we can accommodate dyslexic type learning issues in the mainstream classroom. So they're very much about tier one And that will be what we'll be doing this afternoon.
And did you have a book for parents?
The book for parents was called Taking the Hell Out of Homework, and unfortunately I've sold them all. So I can't show you that one.
So where can people find out about the book?
The best solution is to get in touch with my publisher, which is a company called SEN Marketing. They're also available obviously on Amazon and things like this, but I think you'll get a better deal if you go to SEN Marketing in Wakefield.
Great.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Okay, thank you.